When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike. Ready, 5-8, 5-8. You.
Breeze now on first down.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
What? Cooper King! Mike 5-4. I got him. Slip.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now it's Carson.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Again, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think
and he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's just me and you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. To try again after the sack. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteed he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Touch Missy, touch Missy. Under touch. 14, run it. Front left. 56 is Mike. 56 is the... I'll go special.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check it backer.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Saints 16, Seahawks 9. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
I'm coming. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch twitch. Under. Switch. Lennon. Hey, box drop.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for me. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen,